Spodek Arena, do you know what time it is? Spodek Arena, I said, do you know what time it is? That's more like it, my friends. Yes, we are a mere 2 hours away from the grand final of the Intel Extreme Masters Katowice Major Championship. The question is, guys, who's it gonna be? Is it gonna be Ents? Or is it gonna be Astralis? Ooh, actually, that's interesting to me because we've had some quite vocal Ents fans in the audience so far this week. But Astralis, I think you just took the prize. Ents, come on, make some noise. Okay. Now it's only fair if I give Astralis one more shot at the prize. Come on, fans. There we go, on your feet. I love to see it. Now, before we get to that final, we've got a treat in store for you guys because we have got the classic show match. And this year it's got a twist because we're putting a spin on things with the Danger Zone. And if you're not familiar with the Danger Zone, you're in luck because I've got two gentlemen who are going to explain exactly how it's going to go down. And they're called Moses and Vince.
Yes, thank you, Frankie. We are going to be doing the Danger Zone. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's the Battle Royale game mode of Counter-Strike. Obviously, I think we've all played it at some point. There's going to be a progressive scoring system. 3 games. We're going to have 8 teams of 2 that we'll bring up so you guys can see exactly who's playing, a mix of talent and players from all the different tournaments that Intel Extreme Masters have had.
Yeah, it starts off pretty slow, gives them a chance to get warmed up, and then it gradually builds up. It's incremental increases. So even if a team starts pretty poorly, they can still pull it back later on.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. We have the team names up there. Just some people we have playing. Obviously, AGO is going to be the Polish players. I know we have some Polish fans in this audience, I would imagine. I know we're going to be having Twist. We're going to have Sean Gers is going to be in there, Naf, Stewie. We're even going to have Matt and Henry, the quote-unquote talent of the tournament, which is... I don't know why we're calling them talent. They're not that good. But we're just going to have fun with this one. Warm you up for the grand finals, and we'll have that coming on a little bit later. But for now, we can send you over to Frankie. She's going to talk with some players.
Indeed. In fact, I've got 2 players here, and they've got a bit of a history together. Sponge, what are you doing?
Henry is known for his scumbaggery, I think I'd like to call it. So I'm just making sure he can't cheat.
Hey. Oh, wow. I think we need to... remove the wall, boys. We need to break down these barriers. Henry, though, actually, Sponge is coming in a little bit fiery. What do you have to say to him?
We're going to let our play do the talking today. We're going to focus on our own game, as a lot of the players say these days, and we're going to make sure that's absolutely under control. I feel like we're going to take down this team in particular we're focusing on. That's why I feel like we're sat next to each other. Maybe Chad wanted this, but it's not going to really work out from it, I think.
I mean, it must be quite awkward for you, JKS, because your teammate Gratifaction's over there.
Yeah, I think the game plan is just to hunt down the 2 traitors over there. Sean giving away all our secrets, and Henry's just bogan.
I think that you guys need to keep your fingers crossed that Mr. Grat does not come across an AWP. What do you think is going to happen on that site today?
They're going to get smashed, obviously. God save the Queen.
God save the Queen in that. Well, keep it civil, boys. Keep it civil, because I want to come over, actually, to our Intel Championship Challenge. Our winners, Team Dignitas, everyone. We have got Rain and Kath from the team here. Ladies, how are you feeling about this tournament?
Oh, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling excited. We got some secrets up our sleeves, so hopefully we can show them what's up.
Prepared, I like it. Kath, what do you think of these losers over here?
I think they're getting scared to get beat by girls, so we'll see what happens.
I can't wait to see what's happened. Obviously, I'm supporting these 2. Now, over here, we have got not only Pimp. Hello, Pimp.
Hey, man.
And we've also got Pimp's partner. Now, I don't know if you guys recognize this gentleman. He's a bit of a legend backstage because he's one of our observers here. It's Rushley. What's it like to be front of the stage, Rushley?
It's a bit different. I'm not used to it, but I'm here to play. I'm here to win. That's the key thing. I'm not messing around today. It's my time to shine. This is it.
You actually sound more competitive than Pimp. I'm quite surprised by that. We had a bit of a round of applause in the audience for Rushley's fighting talk there. The question is, how are you going to win, Jacob?
I have the best player on my team, so there's no doubt. We also have the best crowd behind us. I heard some rumors that there's a Danish corner out there, so we got the crowd with us.
That's slightly unfair in a way, Pimp. Actually, can I just ask you, while we're chatting, who do you think is going to win later? Is it going to be Ents or Astralis?
No comment.
No, you're on the death. I'm going to have to wait for your analysis later to find out what you think, aren't I?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think we might just be about ready to go into the first of our 3 rounds of Danger Zone today. So let's head back to Vince and Moses.
Yes, thank you. We are going to get into the Danger Zone. Can't handle that one, Vince?
Jeez, I was not expecting that, mate. I've got to be honest. That caught me off guard.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's going to be the entire day, mostly through this show match. But Rushley down there with a bit of confidence, which is surprising. He's not usually a confident person.
Yeah, he's quite a quiet, reserved person. I can definitely empathize with that. Stunner, on the other hand, not so much.
I don't know what any of that was from Stunner. That was disgusting. These two are the dark horses to go through this entire Danger Zone with no problem. They've been part of the most dominant female team for the past 2 years. It's been great seeing them with all their success. Stewie's over there in his camo liquid jersey. Yeah, you can hear me, brother. What's going on? Known to play with the crowd as well. He's got a couple teammates in this twist with Sean Garrett. You can see the teams, the rosters up there. Naf is playing with Sadicus, which is just a massive, massive anchor around his neck.
The thing is, though, I know how competitive Sponge is. And with JKS, I reckon these guys could do some serious damage.
When it comes to show matches, Sponge is an absolute rat.
Exactly.
Just a grimy little rat doing everything he can to get an advantage.
And that's why I'm going to maybe favor them. It's going to be curious to see, though, as we said before, with the incremental increase with points and how this game works, it's not necessarily about how many kills you can get, it's about how far you can last.
Yeah, it's all, the kills don't matter. It's all about who's going to actually win at the end of the day, still be alive. The third game gives you more points than the second game, which gives you more points than the first game. So as you kind of go as these players, kind of get the feel a little bit more. They've all played Danger Zone, but obviously not as much as the regular game mode. So as they get the feel, they'll be able to kind of just improve over the course of the competition.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Because a lot of these guys actually have got pretty damn far. You've got Gratisfaction in there, JKS, etc. So when you look at things, how much time have they been able to put in as opposed to the hours of practicing for the major itself?
Yeah, Gratisfaction that Renegade team has been in Poland since like January 4th, just boot camping for the major, and I would imagine they didn't touch Danger Zone once. So there's that.
It certainly is. Going to be jumping in shortly. And I mean, in terms of Danger Zone itself, obviously, for those of you that aren't aware, and I imagine there'll be some newer viewers, it is a Battle Royale spin on Counter-Strike. You will jump in, obviously, in duos in this case, and it's a battle to the death. Now, obviously, kills don't necessarily mean a great deal, but for style points, you better believe these players are going to be wanting to get their hands dirty.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just really interested to see how teams are going to play. Like, I know, for instance, Sadicus was saying that he obviously is awful at the game, but he's just telling me he's just going to run around the map, planning the C4 just wherever he can. We are still waiting on the server to get set up. So, Spodek, I want you to do a favor. You gave me a favor earlier in the event. I want to ask one more thing of you. This has been Vince's first major that he's casted at through the entirety of it. I want you guys to show him some appreciation. It's a meaningful thing to be at your first major. Can we get a big cheer for Vince and the job he's done?
Thank you very, very much.
What have we got here? Sponge sucks. That's the kind of smack talk I would expect out of Pimp. It's not very good.
It's low-level banter. It's entry tier.
Yeah, it's very amateur.
The thing is, he probably could go harder, but it wouldn't be allowed on stream. So that's probably about as far as it can go for him right now.
Pimp is a guy that goes like 0 to 60, isn't he?
Exactly.
He doesn't really have a middle ground, which I can respect because I really don't. I have no middle ground either. Stewie looking to avenge the quarterfinal performance. New addition to Team Liquid.
Yeah, maybe some points to prove.
Yeah, a couple. Sponge trying to prove that he's actually good at Counter-Strike from the past. It's got to be weird when your team fails to make the top 8 for years, and then all of a sudden they're amazing. Where were they when he was on the team?
I mean, some interesting team names as well, by the way.
Okay.
We haven't gone through them. So we got the Bogan Bashers.
That's very British. I can already tell. Is Bogan something that is safe to explain on a broadcast?
I'm actually not even sure what it means. It must be a southern thing.
Must be a southern thing.
Because obviously I'm from the northeast, so
Yeah.
I have no clue what those southerners are talking about. Half.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Crazy Canucks. Pretty Canadian.
It's actually kind of funny because even in America in the states, the southerners in the states, the northerners have no idea what they're on about at any point.
It's pretty similar in England.
Okay.
As well.
You have Crazy Canucks.
Yep, the Canadians, which of course is going to be
Sadicus
Sadicus
and
and Naf. Bogan Bashers, by the way, is Henry G and Gratisfaction. Dignitas Female, Kath and Rain.
Self-explanatory with that one.
Yeah. You discussed this before. You thought these girls could go pretty far.
Yes, I think they're dark horses. I mean, in a format like this as well, you never know. They did just hoist the trophy for the Intel Challenge, which was cool. We got to catch some of those games, and they've just been so good for so long. That Dignitas female team, male team, not so much. Once Misfits, Sean Gers and Twist. That's going to be those two playing under that. Formerly on the Misfits organization playing together. Sean's always had a lot of respect for Twist. He talks about it frequently when we're behind the scenes and everything, which is cool that he's playing with a former teammate. Resident Sleeper. YNK's not here, so Pimp has taken that mantle.
I like they've embraced it. Rushley as well. Next up, fantastic movie. Stunner and Stewie take 2K on Tropic Thunder.
That's not as creative as we were watching that last night. So Stunner obviously came in with no ideas what he wanted to name it, and he just went with that.
Vox Eminor, Sponge and JKS. We've got some other previous...
Sponge still living in the past of Katowice 2014.
Bringing it full circle. And then, of course, it's the Polish boys, Furlan and Grubby, who the crowd is firmly behind. There's no doubt.
I also don't know enough about those players to make fun of them in any way. So that one's going to be a little bit rough. Ago chants coming out from the crowd as well. We are still just waiting for this server to get set up and get going live.
Yeah, it's a bit rough for us as well, because normally we'd have loads of stats. We could talk about the history of X or Y match. Here we're a bit unknown. We're a bit in the shadows.
We can always just make fun of Matt.
That works.
Yeah. We'll wait till we get in game, though. At least we won't be listening to any, crap music lyrics throughout this entire engagement.
Have you played much with Matt in terms of matchmaking or anything like that?
We played a few games back in the day before we got all crazy into travel and everything, and he wasn't any good. I don't think he's improved since then. Although he has put some time into PUBG, so he might have some of the general battle royale genre, knowledge and experience.
Yeah, I think he's definitely put quite a few hours in. I think he's been casting quite a few of the battle royale games as well. So, be interested to see if he can take that across to Danger Zone.
Wearing his Do It For NA shirt, custom made. It's vintage. There's only 4 made in the entire world, I think.
Unfortunately, NA not having the greatest showing here.
Let's not discuss that. Let's move along swiftly. Henry looking to get a Gratisfaction. Maybe, we have the caches coming up at IEM Sydney, the 3rd iteration, so maybe trying to get Gratisfaction to betray his countrymen. Although, Gratisfaction, he is New Zealand, isn't he?
Yeah, he's from New Zealand.
So,
yeah.
Maybe that betrayal wasn't far off to begin with.
Get a spy in there. Get a spy in the works.
This is a great stat. The EMU statistic is phenomenal.
I didn't actually see it.
The average lifespan of the EMU is 10 to 20 years. They can sometimes get to 30.
Sick.
Yeah. They also almost conquered Australia once, which was very cool.
Really?
Yeah, it was a big thing. World War I right afterwards.
Destroying the entirety of Australia.
which is mental to think about, just a herd of birds. Those guys look like they're not screwing around whatsoever. They look so focused. A nice pink mouse to match the nice pink on the tattoo of Twist. And the hair, look at it, Vince, it's feathered and lethal.
Thing is, it just hurts me to look at hair like that.
Yeah?
I've barely got any.
Yeah, you're doing all right. Still got some things to hold on to. I'm being told we are just 30 seconds away from the drop-in to the Danger Zone! And then we're gonna get things underway. A nice, strong Kappa. Dust Moret would be proud.
Not even here, still getting wrecked, of course.
No one is safe in show matches.
What was that? Was it? The pink thing on the monitor. Did you see it?
I did not. Oh, it was like a stuffed animal of some
Yeah.
sort.
I was trying to figure out what animal it was.
Oh, no, I didn't get that good of a look on it. He's laughing now. That's going to end quickly. I believe that music means we're going to be getting into the game, so hold on to your butts. Here we go. And you can see the teams selecting their deployment locations.
Yeah, typically best to stay away from the middle areas because you can get sandwiched very easily and very quickly.
Yeah, and remember, the key is to survive through the whole game. So I imagine we're going to see a lot of people playing on the outskirts of these maps as they try and hunt down weapons, trying to kind of get the things they need to get those deliveries, those little drone deliveries.
See here, Rain desperately searching for some guns.
Cash money.
All about the money. So of course you can call drones in to actually purchase upgrades and weapons and all these sorts of things. So picking up money actually really is useful. You want to be doing that whenever possible. Quite a lot of players down towards the silos here.
I think Rain can be in some trouble. I mean, Rain and Pimp and Rush are like the two that look like they're closest. I mean, Henry G and Gratisfaction look like they at least have some walls around them to keep them safe for the moment. But the engagements early on probably aren't going to be coming in too quickly. Henry's got 7 bullets with a Glock, and that's not going to make you feel too confident, especially with Henry's aim.
Yeah, one of the rough things about the Danger Zone at times can be the lack of ammo that comes about. So you're desperately searching for those ammo caches that will be sprinkled around the map. You can also call them in from the drone that you can see on the perspective of the screen there. Ooh, an MP5 early on is be pretty tasty.
Lab Rats as well. Is that Sponge? That's Gratisfaction. Ooh, a shotgun. And look at the walking. Yeah, this is definitely Sponge nerding out. He heard something, but actually they're circling right behind him. And remember, Henry G and Sponge are sitting right next to each other. I'm hoping we're getting some screen watching.
Now, the other downside about calling in drones are the other players can see them come in, so it can actually betray you, depending on where your enemies are. I think JKS just spotted ahead. Oh, Gratisfaction into the headshot, gets 2. All right, then.
Oh, look at Sponge. He is a sad panda. They got absolutely wrecked.
The rats have been exterminated first on the first round here.
All right, so P250 and an axe. That's not a bad combo whatsoever. He's got the Zeus as well, the taser that he can deploy. And everyone just walking around the map. Sean and Twist hiding in the house.
So that's one of the ammo caches just behind the players. You can retrieve more ammunition for your guns. Sean's up to quite a healthy amount actually with his P250.
He's got some nades also. He's got the smoke and the HE that he can utilize. But I mean, it looks like they want to stick as close as they can to the house, to the cover and everything as that gun drops from the drone. Here's Stunna and Stewie moving up to the barn. Actually, they're gonna, yeah, you can see the danger area coming in from the bottom, starting to creep in. Rush and Pimp will be the first pairing forced out of their hidey hole.
Naf and Sadakis just chilling on Tourist over on the right side of the map, the east side of the map. Additionally, decoys in this can actually be quite useful. They will sound off footsteps. So if you're near a decoy, it can actually completely bait you out into thinking someone's close to you.
Yeah, known to be very, very not useful in the competitive mode, but yeah, here in Danger Zone, obviously can give you a pretty cool weapon, pretty cool tool to use. Here they are, Ago. It's got that med pen.
They've got decent weaponry as well. So the X on their weapon reel is a syringe. You can actually heal yourself with these. You can also purchase them. PP Bison typically you wouldn't want to pick up, but actually it's not too bad in Danger Zone. Fast fire rate can really melt through players.
Yeah, we'll see. They still haven't gotten into any engagement. I mean, this is a long time for Sponge and to just be sitting there staring at a monitor, not being able to do anything.
Well, Australia doesn't do it better in this game. They died first.
Ooh, there goes Sean from behind. It's Ferlin with the assassination. He gets doubles up. That'll get the crowd started. Hunting out in the open in the tall grass.
And then there were 12. The safe zone diminishing, having to move Actually, having the verticality on top of the buildings could be pretty significant. They don't really have the weaponry to back it up, though. 2 SMGs.
Well, the tough part, too, is it makes you, I mean, you're exposed from so many different angles where people can get intel even if they can't shoot at you. But definitely Henry saw Pimp just now, and he definitely saw Rush. They're being hunted, and they have no idea. And obviously, you're right. I mean, the weapons at that range, especially the MAC-10, such low ammo, you don't really want to go for it. But trying to consider their angle of attack and going the safe route.
20 seconds before the danger zone gets further restricted. Gonna force more of these plays up close on each other. Don't have any rifles in play just yet. This is something that will come further down the line when the care packages start to get dropped, the drones start to get upgraded.
Yeah, you need the cash monies for that. Oh, good battle for Gratisfaction. He's got 3 kills in this game. And Pimp is the only one left for his team, and they know he's got to be nearby. Here comes Grubby, again through the grass. It's Furlan with the P250, and one more engagement. Stewie's got nothing to do. Again, NA put on the back foot. Gratisfaction is having a game and a half. He's got to use a little bit of med shot. Heal back up just a bit. And they're so far away from anyone. Henry and Gratisfaction, they're in like the next danger area, but there's no one to really put any pressure on them, so they can take their time. Remember, it's all about survival as well. No points for kills. And GPS doesn't work underground.
Yeah, they are a long way off. You can see a care package now dropping just below the hatch area of the map. Going to be detonating the C4 to open up the safe.
This is about the only useful thing Sadicus is going to do in this entire 3 games of Danger Zone.
As a result, though, if you do start to play a lot more passive and you hide in houses and such, you're going to be pretty low in terms of armor, in terms of heavy weaponry later on in the game. So it can actually really work against you. It's about a balancing act. You want to feel out and upgrade where you can. A bit of a skirmish kicking off against the Polish boys.
It looks like they're being gentlemen. They're trying to save the hostage. Well, not gentlemen. Rain goes down, and actually that P250 at this range. Oh, Cat! I don't think Furlan expected the M4 to be out. No more bullets. And does she even have bullets in the Glock? I think that's the scary part. She does have a Zeus that she can use if they get close. She has 20. But she's being spotted by Henry. He doesn't want to give up the position. Even with the silencer, Flashbang's going to come out. They're going to push behind it, certainly. Doesn't blind anyone. But Kath is so occupied looting, and with the player above, she has no idea what's coming behind.
Yeah, it's going to be a massacre. But now, Grubby, who lost Furlan just before and would have heard some confrontation kicking off just on the outskirts of Radio. It's where this building complex is called. More drones flying in. But this is where Sadikist and Naf can really be freed up to start to move in. They're under no confrontation at all while the other 2 teams are fighting off against each other.
Grubby's not enjoying any of this. As you said, the drone can give up his position, and he's all alone. His partner's gone down, and look, they're about to turn the corner. He's got to get out, but he's so occupied. He wants the ammo. Now he spots it, and he's not going to win that. Headshot from Henry G. They can loot him as well, but the other team is close by as well. And it's actually Henry taking on Sadikist, who again is useless. I feel like I really need to reiterate that.
He's with Naf, though, who's quite a beast. Had one of the best plays here at the Major. So could be resting on his shoulders, and Naf has an M4. That is massive. Considering that the other team, Henry G and Gratisfaction, just have SMGs, 15 bullets to Naf's name. He's just spotted ahead, and Sadikist goes down first. It's now a Galil in the hands of Gratisfaction. Can Naf pull this one off? He may have to turn tail and run away. He only has 5 bullets left, Moses.
Oh dear, this has not gone well. He needs to heal up as he runs. There it is, plunges it in. Still taking shots though, and now, yeah, Gratisfaction is the one he needs to find. Low HP, might not realize it. They're trying to push up. There comes another heal. Gonna boost back up, and Naf is trying to retreat as he holds on for the drone, but he can't land those shots. A dink on Henry's gonna force him back, but now he's stuck. He cannot access that, and what a risk to be taking. Pulls out the M4, he wants the ammo, and that getting reload as he goes, but it's only 6 bullets. He's down to 6 HP, and he's out of ammo once again. Trying to fall away, and there it is. Henry's gonna finish it off. It's Henry G and Gratisfaction to take the opening map, and he makes it look easy.
I'm gonna say Gratisfaction, definitely the MVP, had 5 or 6 kills. Guy was just lighting it up.
It's important to note, Henry is very vain. He knows the camera's gonna be on him, so he put makeup on before getting involved here. Wanted to look his prettiest for the crowd.
is going to get the win at the very least. Gratisfaction, in the meanwhile, carrying him to that victory.
Gratisfaction had that really nice start, didn't he?
Yeah, it was in the MP5, I believe.
Yeah,
touched the Galil and
he
it was
got
all
like
over.
3 to 5 kills within the first few minutes of the game. And obviously the big one was Sponge, and see a little bit of smack talk going on. Henry's just like, are you ever going to actually be able to compete with me?
Unfortunately for Sponge, it was Vox Eminor that got eliminated very early on in first position.
I mean, how do you compete with that mustache? That thing is glorious. Either way, you can see we've got Frankie ready. She's with the winners.
I am indeed. Mr. Henry G, how does victory taste?
Disappointing, to be honest. I expected the level of competition to be a little bit higher. We were kind of warming up and getting ready for that one, and no one seemed to fight back that much. Just weird. Are these guys just getting warmed up or what?
I'm wondering, actually, if Gratisfaction is as salty as his partner, because you, sir, need to learn some manners. Gratisfaction.
Yes.
You are, okay. And what did you think of your rivals next to you? Because I think you took them out quite early in the game.
It was pretty easy, to be honest. Just expected.
Well, the thing is, though, you've now laid your cards bare now, so these boys actually know where you're dropping. Are you a little bit nervous that they might come after you in the next game?
We're dropping in the same place. Everyone can come get us. The radio tower in the middle. The radio tower in the middle. Come and get us. We'll see you there.
I am hoping that everyone is going to be dropping at the radio tower around, or, in fact, it might be more satisfying if everyone agrees to not drop anywhere near you, Henry, because then you're not going to get any kills and you're going to be Larry No Mates, Henry.
We're going to drop in the same place. We welcome all the battles. We're going to win the next one as well. We're going for 3 out of 3 today.
What if you don't win now, because you've just told everyone watching that you will?
Failure is not an option.
Failure is not an option. Okay, well, fighting talk from these boys, but the question is, can they do it for a second time? Vincent Moses, what do you think?
It's weird hearing Henry say that failure is not an option. I've seen him fail multiple times.
And I mean, a lot of that honestly was off the back of Gratisfaction carrying.
Yeah, exactly.
Has to be mentioned.
Henry's talking the shit, but Gratisfaction's doing all the heavy lifting.
I think Henry got 1 kill.
It was the important one. He had the impact.
But then you can
Henry
see
does the things that don't show up in the stats sheet.
Yeah, that's true. He is the assister. He is the glue that melds that team together. But it is the Bogan Bashes on 45 points with the Crazy Canucks just behind them on 27. I say just behind them, actually. It's a pretty big difference. Meanwhile, Vox Eminor, Sponge, nil points.
Okay, so a Bogan, I've just looked it up because I was curious about what it actually means. An unsophisticated person. Yeah, so that's what Henry's going for. Bogan Bashers.
Makes sense. I guess they were technically correct as
That
well.
is about the most British smack talk I could ever think of in a team name. Easy for Ents. That comes later. I feel like we have so many. I feel like everyone. This is like St. Patrick's Day, except for Finnish people. Everyone is just pretending they're Finnish for one day.
I wonder if Ents win the major, do we christen this some kind of Finnish day?
It will be a national holiday.
I think their Independence Day is the 6th of December. It's the same day as my birthday, so that's how I know, because I used to live there.
Okay.
But maybe we can have a second Finnish.
How do they celebrate Finnish Independence Day?
A lot of alcohol.
Okay. That's fair. Can't argue with that one whatsoever. We're just gonna get back into this. We'll see if they actually, Henry and Gratisfaction, this could be a bait if they don't actually. I mean, this is the start of the last game, but if they don't actually go to the radio tower, that would just be next level bait. If they just bait everyone into picking that spot, like around that tower, and they just go elsewhere.
I think for style points, though, we also have to highlight the Polish boys. They did a lot of damage. They got 4 or 5 kills between the two of them.
Yeah, they got done dirty, didn't they?
No.
They seem to be very effective until, oh dear.
Oh no.
Where's OJ when you need him?
And that was the lonely P250 frag from Henry. Right at the end, of course.
The only one. Kath and Rain here. Going over something actually not very talkative, and a banana for Stunna. Typical. He won't eat it.
A pretty brash tactic as well for Henry and Gratisfaction to literally say, we're dropping radio tower, come at us.
I like it. Again, knowing Henry, I mean, listen, we did a 3-on-3 earlier this event. We had a gaming room in the hotel, and it was me, Stunna, and Sean taking on Henry, Sponge, and Machine. And I'm just going to say, there was a little bit of dirty play, foul play going on the other side. Waiting for the monitor to light up for flashbangs and everything. They're a very underhanded group of people. So I could see Henry totally just faking everyone out.
Plus, they are sat very close to each other. I'm just saying. There could be some shenanigans.
Could be some shenanigans. Less than a minute away from the second round of Danger Zone. I want to see, yeah, look at that makeup. It's layered on. Hiding all the flaws.
That's the most focused I've ever seen Matt in my life.
Yeah, no hiding those flaws, is there? Here we go. Gonna be dropping in. Selecting their deployments. 8 teams, 2 players each, playing to be immortalized on the map. The winning team, the team with the most points, will have a graffiti on Danger Zone for eternity.
And fair enough, Henry's a man of his words.
Yeah, he's done it. That's surprising.
They've gone straight back to the radio tower. Pimp's interested, but Rush isn't, so he's going to back away.
There's a lot of teams in that upper left. Furlan and Grubby, crowd favorites, trying to bring the trophy home. They've got plenty of time to just sit back and relax and loot up.
Sponge and JKS were also pretty close to radio. Sponge wanting to get ammo, doesn't have a gun though, so it's going to be a bit of an issue.
It's got a parachute. Oh dear, that's a machine gun.
Correct.
That one hurts. Some drones coming in. Although underground again, the GPS doesn't work. There's that P2K on Sponge. You can go back and find the ammo if he remembers where he is. Can avoid the machine gun, that'd be nice.
Oh, he's actually used his med kit pretty early on there. It's not going to get that much more health out of it. They are maneuvering towards Gratisfaction and Henry. Drones flying in left, right, and center. And Gratisfaction has the UMP. Now, we saw the MP5 absolutely rinse players before. I think they are making a move up right now.
Oh, he's got a Tech 9 as well. He is real kitted out. Dropping into the sewers. That first spread of the Danger Zone just coming in now. You can hear the rumble. And again, it looks like Sponge and JKS and then Gratisfaction and Henry are going to be the first 2 teams to meet.
Yeah, they're both underground.
Like the rats they are. Here we go, up the stairs. Oh, the shotgun could be so brutal, though. Oh, this could be so deadly.
Especially at this range. They are so close to one another. Gratisfaction, he turns left up these staircases. He's going to find himself, both of them. Sponge first player down. Shotgun, though, from JKS. Obliterates Gratisfaction, and he's on the hunt for the second.
Oh, Henry's done. He's done. And, oh, he's getting away. There it is. JKS gets him from behind. Returns the favor, but they've done damage there. Can at least keep Sponge and JKS from potentially winning. JKS, the only member alive from that team.
So the last place team in the last game kills the first place team from the last game. And I'm just saying, Henry, failure's not an option.
Yeah, apparently. Failed pretty hard there. There's Pimp cleaning up Rush's work, and actually he's in trouble. He's got the CZ though, Furlan. Oh, that recoil, but Rush manages it well. That goes down for the count.
A lot of bullets being used in amongst the ruckus, though.
If I'm JKS, I just get into like a corner behind a door with that shotgun, and I just wait for the later stages of this. He's given up his position. Him and Stunna get into a small engagement, but you can see he wants nothing to do with this fight. He's going to bail out.
JKS did just spot somebody, but only a USP and a shotgun. Can't really do much at this stage. That being said, like, the radio is a pretty solid position to hold down now, because the Danger Zone is going to start to restrict and move towards the middle portion of the map.
That is a creaky fence. Never fun. Rain trying to use that Tech 9. Kath coming up as well, but again, they're out in the open. They can get pinched from a lot of places, and I think even Rush is wrapping around to their left. They've got to be careful. He's going for a swim. Him and Pimp are really split up, I feel.
Yeah, you spot on.
I mean, this could be a tactic, right? One of you is certainly going to survive to the end.
Downside is if they get into firefights, it's effectively going to be 2v1s. So you're not expecting to survive. Plus, I think there's 2 teams in between the 2 of them. They're really sandwiched across the map here. Pimp found himself a couple players, but nah, going to drill him in the head. And now it's down to Rush for that team.
Kath and Sadakis, they're in a battle. Great damage to both sides, but Kath is still pushing forward. She can hunt this down a little bit, but she's being passive. Rush still lurking by the water's edge. The next spread of Danger Zone is coming in 3 seconds. And all the teams just kind of disengaging. No one has any weapons they want to play with.
I feel like Sean has been going under the radar a little bit alongside Twist. They've just been keeping themselves to themselves on the other side of the map. Just farming as many buildings as possible. What is the use in the parachute here, Moses? I've played this quite a bit, but I've never used the parachute other than when you first drop out.
I have not either, so I couldn't tell you. I think maybe if you're at the top of something, you can use it to just start gliding again. So maybe just if you want to like relocate across the map, it's going to give you that slower descent so you can get into a better positioning. Oh, Rain and Kath get a gift there. A little bit of a Christmas package as is dropping nearby.
Rush, well,
he's in the, yeah, he's taking damage. He's outside of the safety zone. I wonder if this wall could really ruin his life. Really, he's not having fun with it.
A shake of the head. Maybe this is why
he was so confident at the start. He's just straight gonna die. This is worse than Summit.
Rush.
This is just, that is, what a blunder.
As flat as a fart that round for Rush and Pimp.
Is that one of those northern British sayings?
Yeah, it is. First thing that came to my head. One gets killed miles away from the other. Other just dies in the danger zone, of course. From 100% of his health as well.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
9 players left.
And it's so quiet. No one wants to get in any fight. Although, I mean, I guess the rifles are starting to come up. Kath could actually start to be a bit of a bully in this situation if she has enough ammunition in that. That weapon, I have to imagine, on this could be just so deadly when no one else has anything to fight with it. JKS, again, the only member of his team maybe not wanting to take this engagement. They're boosting. A little bit of teamwork coming out from the ladies to try and get some extra ammo, but Rain's going to be taken down in the open. There's the AUG. What a rebuttal.
Ooh, the AUG is going to be nasty on this map as well. The range on it, the scope.
Did she just drop her medkit? Yeah, you might want to keep that.
Just 11 bullets left for it, though.
You might as well just call in drones with just all the ammo you need.
There's definitely a gun you want to prioritize here. Drones flying into radio. It's now Stewie 2K's home for Tropic Thunder. Stunner is alongside him. They haven't really done anything this game, though. I feel like they've just sat here for most of it.
I think they revised their strategy, going for the points of surviving as long as possible. They've obviously been spotted. That nade doesn't do a whole lot. The Molotov's going to follow it up, and it doesn't even make it. That's some weak throwing from Sean, who should be better at that.
Yeah, maybe time to get that pump on again. Did look pretty weak. Stewie 2K in the meanwhile is making a move around the side, just on the outskirts. Mach 10, not fantastic for range.
The hammer, on the other hand.
I think you can throw it as well.
Can you really?
I think if you left and right click together, you can throw the hammer.
That's amazing.
Unless I'm going crazy.
I hope we see that. The M4A1S on Twist. Everyone trying to avoid these battles for the moment.
Now, Sadakist and Naf, they came second last game, right? So, I mean, they're in contention to do pretty well again.
Yeah, they've got to be happy with where their points are.
Got the SG. We've reached that middle portion of the round here where we're waiting for that danger zone to get close. Once it does, this compound is going to be a graveyard.
Yeah, but Sui and Stunna have no idea that Sean and Twist are there. So they've heard all these footsteps waiting for them to come through. There's the tapping, and Twist is missing them all until just now. Stunna goes down. They want to run away from the spread of the danger zone. It's just Sui, and he is so low. So 2 teams, and then you have 2 individuals left. Oh, that scout from behind could actually be so dangerous.
Yeah, it could be an interesting one, but there's the AUG. Stewie 2K's been found. Kath will put him down. Doing it for Dignitas Female, now in the top 5 players. As you said though, Moses, she is all alone. Naf and Sadakist on the outskirts. It's Sean Gares and Twist who are slap bang in the middle of the safe zone.
Kath is doing, I mean, she's got, with that AUG, with the ammo she has, this can be so tough. If she's able to find someone at range, that weapon has such an advantage. And yeah, I mean, you're at the low ground and there's nowhere to really run from this position. So they've got to be a little careful, especially with those drones coming in to give away their position. Weak throws, weak punches from Sean Gares, needs to hit the gym.
Does have 16 bullets now for the M4A1S, so at least more rifles are coming into play. Kath trying to use the grass and trees as cover. Also in a pretty good position where she can't be spotted unless...
Or can she?
Naf does decide to push, and he has, there's the scout shot. Naf's gonna find Kath. Dignitas Female have been dealt with, but Sadakist is gonna land himself a kill. How is that even possible? How's he done that?
I don't know, he's worse than Bardolph, but he's found a way to make it work. Twist now. The only one left, but he hears these footsteps. He's got an angle, he's got one. He needs this next. Explosion from the C4 might hide, and teammates going head to head right at the end. It's just these two. Oh, and now he's got the Krieg, the SG-553. Oh dear.
Oh no.
Oh dear. He's been watching Free Solo.
Naf against Twist. Twist does have the advantage of the high ground, but Naf is underground at this stage.
No, but where does Naf go? I mean, this is, the zone is creeping in. Now he's come up the ladder. Is Twist aware of the possibility? Remember, they're not going to be super familiar with this map whatsoever, and they're just barely missing each other. Oh, Twist going to jump up. He's going to see him. That should be the end, and it is. Twist has done it. Him and Sean are on the board. The once misfits, now champions, and giving a little bit of grief to Sadakist.
Thing is, though, that Sadakist has got second twice, so their points are going to be pretty rock solid.
Yeah, second twice, though. I mean, never winning. It's all that matters. They are Canadians. I mean, it is. They are pretty much existence as second place to the USA.
You said it, not me. You're going to get so much shit for that.
It happens. Okay, so it's a pig, Vince. We figured it out.
There you go.
Yeah, that's definitely a pig. Peppa Pig, set to replace Rushley. Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea after the display that we saw.
Yeah, I mean, he did straight up die in the danger zone, so probably best. Probably for the best.
Probably for the best. Puts him out of his misery. See the crowd filling in as the grand final set to start after this show match. We've got one map left in the danger zone to go. We'll get the updated scores for you as soon as possible. We'll be able to tell you exactly what's going on. But so far, we've seen some very good things, and we got Frankie again with the winners.
We do indeed. And Twist, you took out Naf in that final fight.
Yeah, I unfortunately had to betray my Canadians, but it's all worth it for the win.
It's always worth it for the win, for the fight, and of course for that graffiti. Hopefully you guys might get your graffiti in the game. Sean, what did you think of your teammate?
He's just making things really easy, taking out all of his teammates. I think the real story, though, is Chad dying first 2 games in a row.
Actually, you know what? I agree with you. That is the real story. I can't wait to ask him about that one. If not now, maybe in the green room later. I don't think we'll ever let him forget that one, Sean. I'm coming over, though, to Naf. Have you got any words to say to Twist?
He's lucky that he had a Krieg. He's lucky that he had the better positioning. Lucky, I guess.
So you're saying that you were just unlucky and actually you're very gifted as a player in Danger Zone?
Yeah, I stuck with a scout and he had a Krieg, so yeah.
Well, you've got one more round to prove yourselves, boys. Don't panic just yet, because we need to head back to the casters.
All right, so just luck is what it comes down to from Naf. That's all I gathered out of that one.
As if Matt was sat there shaking his head at Naf after how hard Naf has been carrying these games.
I know, and they stayed so far away from all the action. We've got, I guess, highlight isn't the right word. A low light, I guess, is the best thing to do. We're going to see that death of Rush, just dying straight to the danger zone.
I guess a blooper reel could be applicable. JKS with a shotgun there, though. Definitely wasn't Rush. Here he is. He did get a CZ kill actually onto Phil, and I forgot about that. And then the absolute nightmare. The egg on the face. Rest in peace.
What'd you call this? You said a flat fart?
The round was as flat as a fart. Yeah.
Okay. That's weird. I don't know how to, I don't know how to really process that one. Just gonna leave it be.
I mean, you're learning today. You got the Bogan bashes, flat as a fart, you know. The thing is, he can get the crowd hype as much as you want, but as soon as they see AGO.
Yeah, they're obviously behind the Polish players, right?
I think he said there is a small pocket of Danes, which makes sense. Obviously, we've got Astralis later on.
Yep, we got no Finnish players in this danger zone.
That's a good point.
Yeah, which is a bit weird. They'd obviously be winning it.
Should have got Natu in here.
Yeah, we should have. I think he's a bit preoccupied.
True. His org is kind of in the finals with a massive, ridiculous run. So we'll let him off. How do you reckon you would fare if you were playing right now? Would you be coming first every single time?
No, I don't have the patience to just sit in a building and just quietly wait. I want to get into the fights, which I think is like which betrays you. So here we have the updated scores, and actually Crazy Canucks and Wunsch Misfits are now in the lead. So the points for winning number 1 increase each game.
Yep.
Well, and every place, essentially. But yeah, that's pretty close in between Crazy Canucks, Once Misfits, Bogan Bashers, and even Dignitas. I mean, everyone's within striking distance. And I think, obviously, I'm pretty sure whoever wins this next one is going to get the points. I don't know what the exact spread is.
Meanwhile, we can absolutely say with guaranteed certainty that Vox Eminor, Sponge, and JKS, they are not winning this.
They have no chance. Yeah, and so, I guess it would be hard to tell, but I think if you're any of these teams, you're really gunning for Sean and Twist and then Sadicus and Nath.
Henry and Gratisfaction, who of course won the first game, slipped into 3rd position, with Dignitas Female just behind them on 36 points. And the Polish boys, they've done a lot of damage in terms of kills, but they actually rest in 5th on 22, joined alongside Stunner and Stewie.
Stunner and Stewie have not been performing as well as I thought they would. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, especially Stewie. You expect him with his ridiculous aim and also the fact that he is a player that can be quite unpredictable. You feel like this is probably where he shines,
It's
right?
hard to be the aggressor when you only have like a Glock with 8 bullets, though. So I think, a lot of it's got to be spent trying to get the rifles, the SMGs. We haven't even seen a whole lot of the rifles come out quite yet.
Yeah,
You've seen them have great impact when they are there.
Typically, like Danger Zone, the better weapons are going to come later on in the round, where the money can get saved up. It can, you can get money from killing other players, etc. So that's where the M4s, the AUGs, the SGs, all those beast weapons come into play. And you saw Naf with a scout, did a lot of damage, but just got caught off guard at the end.
He is right. He was put in a pretty impossible situation, wasn't
he?
Yeah. Either way. Oh, look at that tweet. It's a powerful one.
Instantly goes back on his statement. No, I actually love it.
Instantly. Well, there's that joke. It's like Canada's like the loft over a really cool house party.
Yeah.
Might not have heard that one before.
I actually haven't.
Probably hasn't reached the northern England.
Nah.
Either way, we are 15 seconds from getting back into this 3rd and final Danger Zone matchup.
And again, a chance to be immortalized on Danger Zone. The winner will get graffitis, which is pretty awesome.
It will be. It would be pretty awesome for the winners for sure. I wonder if they get to choose what their graffiti is. That'd be pretty cool, almost like a tattoo.
And I assume it will be. I assume it will be where they actually end up winning as well, rather than just some random spot on the map.
Yeah, like where they dropped when they won.
Yeah. So Radio is going to see more action.
Holy hell, it's going to see a lot of action.
Are they going to keep to their word again, the Bogan Bashers? It didn't work well for them last time.
Yeah, they got pretty decimated by the shotgun. And they're going to do the same thing, same exact thing.
Fair enough.
You can rescue the hostage as well, right? Like there's a rescue point and it gives you a
money reward.
Bunch of cash.
Yeah. There's also, I'm not sure if it's on this right now, but there is a target contract. And if you kill the person that you get the target for, you get money for that as well.
Oh, don't waste your bullets. God bless. Okay, he's got a shotgun.
And you're getting them monies as well.
That's Skrilla.
The Sworn off close range is going to batter people without armor as well. So if Matt can get close to people, it could be all over. Just kidding, he'll miss them.
Even with the spread, even with a shotgun. Just a bunch of looting going on. Kath and Rain still with a chance to take this. They would, I think they would have to get first place if they want to be the victors overall of the three danger zone matches. And Henry and Gratisfaction just content to chill here and loot up.
Well, there can be no doubt that NA is dominating danger zone. It's between Misfits and the Crazy Canucks, right? So all about Canada and NA. Well, that's 3 Canadians, I believe.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, 3 Canadians and Sean Gares, obviously, from NA. So Canada doing themselves proud.
I can hear Sean giggling on the other side of our wall. So he's got something going on.
These are kind of dirty tactics you're talking about. You start laughing, you make everyone freak out.
Oh, dear. Oh, Stunna, you don't like to see that. Oh, and it's Pimp as well. They got to work on a desk again. Oh, that's not good.
I believe Resonant Sleeper, which is a team with Rush and Pimp, is second bottom. So point to prove.
Yeah, they haven't done well. I guess if you're Stewie, I mean, they have to expect that Stewie's going to be here somewhere. Oh, the timing on that is just unfortunate. They're out, last place of this game 3. Stunna disappointed, and he doesn't want the camera on him. I don't blame him.
Bit unfortunate timing there. Both caught from the backside. And Rush somewhat make amends for the absolute whiff of the last round. They actually got a kill.
Oh, yeah. I actually blocked that from my memory.
Fully repressed.
Oh, that's awkward. Into the water we go. Still haven't seen the hammer throw. So Sadicus and Naft are actually kind of boxed in up top, aren't they?
Yeah, to an extent. I guess it depends on where the danger zone spreads to, though. They could actually get away with this. Naf with a Glock at that range. Good luck, sir. Bless you for even trying.
He's also giving away his location, so got to be careful. Remember, they have a chance to win this. That's a huge kill to get. This might actually end the dreams of Naf and Sadicus of having the graffiti. They're tied for first.
And they're tied with first with twists.
Yeah,
so
that's huge, isn't it? So Sadicus now, I mean, you have to imagine, he's just going to tail between the legs, just go hide.
Yep. It's definitely the play. Full rat mode engaged. I believe this is the same tactic that Henry and Gratisfaction went for last time. Drop in radio, then get underground the sewer system. Grubby and Furlan playing on the outskirts. Could be meeting up with Sean and Twists in the future.
They seem to be doing a pretty good job of looting, though. They've got some decent weaponry. Sadicus has to be careful with that tablet, blocking his vision. When you pull that up as well, it also tells you how close some enemies are. It tells you they're in the next, what, it's a hexagon, right?
Yes. Sorry, I was like
I know,
trying to remember school.
I tried, I wasn't entirely sure, so I just thought I'd throw you under the bus with me.
What is it, pentagon, hexagon?
Octagon.
There you go, octagon.
Is 8. Yeah, let's get away from geometry. So everyone just chilling. Everyone really playing for that gold jacket.
Definitely feel this is quite a bit more tense than the other rounds as well, with more on the line.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone really wants it. I don't know why Sponge is playing. He should just go play spoiler. There's no chance of him getting it.
At least take someone down with him, kicking and screaming. I feel like this is sweatier than the major finals is going to be. Come on, guys.
Yeah, there's a lot of tryhards in the server. A lot of people with chips on their shoulder, things to prove, eliminated early from the major, never having gotten top 8 at a major, coming from the UK Counter-Strike scene.
Everybody simultaneously getting wrecked.
That's all I've got at this point.
Just the way it should be. See, there are teams very close to each other. Dignitas Female above Vox Eminor. but neither of them are making moves. They're not making any sound, so no sound cues to really go off.
Oh,
hold
there's
on.
one. I don't think she has any idea where that came from, though. I believe it's behind her, if I can recall the radar correctly. Sadika's being rather bold, considering he's the only one left. And remember, he's got to survive if his team wants a chance. He needs to go deep, all on his lonesome. And at this point, if you're Sadicus, just don't even go for kills. Oh, but he's got to move. Oh, there it is. He's giving it away, and he does land the kill, but he's down low. And he's got to get out. He's got to heal up. Henry G goes down. There's some good kills coming out all across the map. That's actually going to help Sadicus in a big, big way. Gives him some breathing room to work with.
Sure, and especially as it's players that are counteracting each other, but he's going to get caught. Nearly took down Gratisfaction. But Sadicus will fall.
I don't think he's done enough to get the prize at the end. He did, I mean, better than I expected him in that scenario, being all on his own. This is tough, though, for Lan.
Also, Pimp is never going to hear the end of that. He was the player that got wrecked off Sadicus.
Well, it'll be fun, because Sadicus will wreck Pimp, Pimp will wreck Stunna, and the circle of life continues.
Sponge caught between two players, tapping for the kill on Rain. Maybe looking for a second one, but decides to play more passively instead. Cat out in the open, JKS goes to town, and Vox Eminor, they've woken up. They're finally here.
Oh dear. If you're Twist, you have a chance at that. You just bail out. He's got to run, but he's being hunted. Look at, they're up in the window. He's going to get out around the cover just in time. I don't think they've spotted him. On top of the roof, wants nothing to do with that battle, although he is tapping away, getting some headshots with it. He's found one. That's stellar work from Twist. Thin the herd, back away. Playing for the graffiti.
Maybe have to upgrade to UMP as well. Not too shabby. This last position, though, is pretty out in the open. You can see there's not that many buildings unless the right side of Tourist comes into play. It's where Furlan currently is. The overpass is just above him. It's that bridge area.
Pimp just spectating, taking notes.
And this is going back to what you said earlier. This is where the rifles really start to come into play. You can see an auto sniper. There's a Galil in play as well.
Of course it's on Sponge as well. That is so nerdy.
He's getting wrecked, though. M4 for Gratisfaction.
He's got a lot of bullets in that as well.
Bruh. Please. Please don't just sit in that. Okay, good. You're just healing up. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Mustache power, let's go.
Whose mustache is better, Anders or Gratisfaction?
Oh.
Look at that thing. He's going to start waxing that into like a twirl.
I can't decide. They're both beautiful in their own ways.
Beautiful is one way to describe it. All right, Gratisfaction and Twist. It looks like Gratisfaction knows he's there, that he spotted him. He's actually going to start moving up. This could be dangerous. Right on the edge of the danger zone.
At this stage, you'd probably think that once Misfits have done enough to win this.
Oh, Twist has got to run, though. He's going to give up his position, and Sean's already gone, so if he checks this corner, he's a god, and he does, but Gratisfaction wins it anyways. But remember, they are tied with Sadicus and Naf at the top, but they lasted longer into this, so still a chance. The question is, how much do they do, and who's actually going to take this? I think they have to be rooting for Sponge and JKS at the bottom.
Yeah, because also remember that the Bogan Bashers won the first game. Gratisfaction's still alive. So depending on how many points they get, this could still be doable for Gratisfaction if he can clutch this. He is by himself. So really, it's only Vox Eminor that have a full healthy team at this stage in the map. You can see Furlan's by himself, Gratisfaction, and Sponge and JKS chilling. They do have the auto sniper, though. This is where calling drones is a little bit of a sketchy premise because you are going to be spotted from a mile away now.
Yeah, but everyone's playing so scared, I don't even know if they'll be able to see it. Like, JKS, they've gotten down so low that they probably wouldn't even be able to see this guy. Yeah, this is something else.
I think Furlan knows where Gratisfaction is, but it's about the other team that he's worried about. As soon as he shoots, he gives his position away.
Everyone just hiding.
It's getting tense.
I don't think Gratisfaction saw that. I think he could have seen that crossing the window. If Furlan saw it, he's going to be done, and he did see it. Oh, that's awkward. Inside of the danger zone now. Furlan with the victory. Did Gratisfaction do enough is the next question.
How can Furlan clutch this 1-on-2 on Polish soil? The crowd would absolutely love it. It's going to be a rough one, though. A lot of this may just come down to where the danger zone spreads. If it forces the Vox Eminor boys out into the open, Furlan could potentially strike onto them. He's taking the high ground.
He's got that AK as, oh, that drone. As you said, it's going to give it all away. Now he's got a great idea, and these boards across the roofs is a perfect pathway to get there quietly. Furlan can do this. JKS not even aware whatsoever, and Furlan's going to get there just a couple seconds late to spot him. And now he hears the footsteps. Here's the noise.
You can also bait people out with the drones, though. It could be some 4D chess coming in.
There's no way Australians can play 4D chess. Straight down. Furlan's got one. JKS now. He's got to know he's on the roof, a one-on-one, and Furlan for the whole crowd, for his home country. He gets blind. He's done great damage, and he's got the win. A 1-on-2 victory. Well done to Furlan.
You love to see it. In Poland, AGO have got it done. Isn't it enough, though, to leapfrog themselves up the standings? This is going to be a curious one because the Bogan Bashers did well, so did Once Misfits. It's going to be close.
Yeah, the point system is going to be really, really interesting down the stretch. I feel like Twist and Sean probably have the closest, is my mind.
I think, unfortunately, the Crazy Canucks went out a little bit too early.
Yeah, they were tied with them, and they went out like 2 teams before them. So I think Sean Garrett and Twist, the Once Misfits, are definitely going to have more points than them. The question is if the Bogan Bashers did enough. That's who I feel it comes down to. So we're going to have those results coming in shortly. I think we just have an army of mathematicians in the back with their calculators.
And we certainly are not mathematicians. So we have no idea. Vox Eminor, though, with a solid finish in the last game of second, definitely won't be finishing bottom, I'd imagine. Gonna be good news for the Aussies. So who was the biggest disappointment for you then, Jason, overall? We going with Tropic Thunder?
No, yeah, that was the one. Okay, oh my God. That third game, that point system is incredible, and Agro's got it. They take the victory. They're going to get immortalized on the map. That is a shocking comeback.
How much was that last game worth? Like 90 points?
A lot of points.
So Sean and Twist come second, Henry and Gratisfaction third, Sadakis now fourth. 75 points for the last game.
Yeah, that is quite a jump up. So they get 75 just from winning that, and they came from nowhere. They weren't even on the radar. And now they're at the top. That's some incredible stuff.
And on bottom, it's Pimp and Rush.
Probably could have predicted that.
They were joint, but I'm going to give them bottom purely off Rush's death in the danger zone.
Yeah, right. He does deserve it after just hanging out in the, what are we going to call it, like the burning ground? It's not a storm.
Yeah, I think some bombs drop, right? Missile or something strike.
In the napalm. Well, that's going to make everyone happy. Some nice Polish flair on the map. Congratulations to everyone here in Spodek. It was a group effort of Poland.
Effectively the third player. Also helps know some whiffs going on. But I was expecting that they could put the auto sniper to use at the end, but
it never really came to fact. Well, the problem is no one was hunting for any kills, so no one was going out in the open. I think that was maybe the backfire of that strategy. You could see the kind of idea behind it, never came to fruition.
And to be fair also to Vox Eminor, to Sponge and JKS, I think the danger zone didn't help them out. It kind of forced them into the buildings.
Yeah, for sure. Either way, we've got Frankie with your first time Counter-Strike Major Danger Zone champions.
Give it up for AGO Esports! Furlan and Groovy, congratulations. How do you feel winning in front of your home crowd?
I'm feeling, thank you. No, just kidding. I feel good, I'm very happy. Furlan carried me, so it was easy for him.
And Ferland, I have to ask you, you're going to have graffiti in the game. Are you looking forward to playing CS and seeing your name there? Are you looking forward to seeing your name in graffiti? You'll get graffiti in the game.
Yeah, I know. I don't speak English so much.
You know what, Ferland? Because this is your home audience, why don't you speak to the audience in Polish?
I am very excited about this. And I can say thank you for all our fans and thank you for the support.
Thank you. And if you would like to say something in Polish, you can.
Dziękujemy wszystkim za wsparcie. To było wspaniałe uczucie grać przed wami.
Congratulations once again to Ferland and Groovy. That concludes everything for the Death Zone show match. But you guys know what's coming up next, I'm guessing, because yes, it is time for the grand finals of the Intel Extreme Masters Katowice Major Championship.